Studio check.
Frequencies check.
We are live on air.
You are listening to the In Fact Blessing the Airwaves. Take the journey into the world of sports, news, entertainment, while embracing the hottest beats on the planet. Rocking the mind, body, and with energy, electricity, and a splash of controversy. Now, without further ado, it's our pleasure to bring to you
The biggest show in the world.
The biggest show in the world.
the biggest show in the world, the SBTV Nation.
My boy, the Mad Hatter. What's going on, people?
Oh, Dream, the Cleveland Cavaliers, man. I got one name that's probably haunting their dreams right now, and that is K Dizzle. Wow.
K Dizzle went ham. Like I said, he is coming out with a K Dizzle version. It comes with a ham.
Oh, absolutely. My God. Well, you know what? He's clearly right now got to be the front runner for the MVP after game one. Oh,
Definitely.
Damn.
Definitely. Well, don't forget about Steph Curry throwing a little 30.
yeah. He did his thing too. I know. But it's just tough, man. I don't know if Cleve's going to have any answers for them. This is tough.
I tried to tell you, I told everybody in the nation on Thursday when we did the show, I expected exactly what happened. Matter of fact, that was even a little bit, the fact that it opened up as tight as it was for a minute, I didn't even expect that. I expected Golden State just to go ham from opening. And then, what was funny about Golden State was they didn't even play like I expected them to play. I expected ball movement, rotation, wide open perimeter shooting. They took the ball to the post.
Yeah.
And it was, I don't know if you noticed, but they were very adamant about taking the ball to the post.
Right.
So in the film that they've seen, they must have spotted some type of weakness in the Cavs as far as their post present, because every time they had an opportunity, whether it was driving the ball into the post or dumping the ball in to get post opportunities for their players, that's where they were going.
And I mean, just the addition of Kevin Durant is just absolutely stupid. And you've got you got some other pretty decently sized players on the Golden State Warriors as well. So, I mean, it basically swapped out Bogut for K Dizzle at this point. You know what I mean? Big difference there, Dream.
Sure, definitely.
It's gonna be tough.
Difference.
It's gonna be tough. But hey guys, good morning to you. We are the SBTV Nation. We are live on all the social media outlets, and you know what, Dream? We got a big day of baseball. We got the Stanley Cup going on tonight. We got the NBA tomorrow. But I got to be honest with you, I'm like, I can't wait for football. I mean, this is all well and good and all, but I'm just really, really getting excited for football. A couple months away, guys. Hey, 3 months and we're there, Dream.
Yeah, definitely. We are there a few months away. But before we get into football, I mean, this basketball thing, we waited all season for this.
Oh, yeah.
We finally got a taste of what we're doing. You know what I found funny? I mean, I'm going to go back to, the hoop game for a minute. Even
Sure.
though I do want to talk about football, too, because something else was very interesting that happened in football. But Pachulia.
I know.
He couldn't get out of his own way. I was at home screaming, please stop giving him the ball.
Tell me about it.
Dude was wide open under the basket. Why these guys don't dunk, it kills me sometimes. Anybody, if I was a head coach and you're over 6'7", and you play in the post center forward position, my thing to you is if you get the ball within 5 feet of the rim, you better dunk.
I agree. And just, I mean, did you see the wide open lanes they had to the basket?
Oh, the lanes were crazy. The lanes were absolutely crazy. That's what I'm saying. We talked about the Cavs defense and how defensively bad they are. Talked about their lateral movement and inability to shift on the rotation as far as defense is concerned. I mean, it all came to fruition in this game, but we saw some gaping defensive woes. This is where Tyronn Lue has to earn his money. And I know, Cats, I know people are going to hit me with all the Cavs people are, well, we were down 3-0 last season. This is a whole different type of ass whooping we're getting this year, okay?
I mean, the Golden State Warriors look pretty damn focused.
I would expect the Cavs to try to tighten up the post game in your next outing, which is going to be on Sunday, gang. I expect them to tighten up the post game, at which point then we'll see the perimeter woes that we predicted a little bit to happen on Thursday. We'll see that happen Sunday. Yeah,
exactly. So that's tomorrow night. And Golden State Warriors, it opened up at 9. I saw 9.5. It's back down to 8.5 here. Well, could be a lot of points, but hey, I mean, we talked about, if the game was won by, it could have been a very, very high point differential in the two teams. So if you were out there and you laid like the 17.5 to 20, you made some serious money in this series so far.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
And the other thing about this game, I don't know if you noticed, LeBron James was exhausted.
He was beat. He was done.
You talk about he comes out fresh with rest. All the rest he just had got wore out in the first half of that game. He was exhausted in that game by like the third quarter. It was like they were just because there were so many ways that they could attack. We talked about this offense that Golden State has. There was just so many ways that they can attack you, so many weapons. And then, LeBron's other guys, they just didn't show up at all. I mean, Kevin Love was there. Kyrie Irving was there. But J.R. Smith, non-existent.
Oh, dude.
Tristan Thompson, no points. Deron Williams, no points. Def Jeff out there with 9, but his 9 was dusty and made mad mistakes. Shumpert gave you nothing. They got nothing out of their pitch. What happened to Kyle Korver all of a sudden? I mean, dude, the Cavs better go figure something out. Because it's one thing to lose. It's another thing to get embarrassed. Yep. Right? They got embarrassed and probably will get embarrassed again if they can't get some production out of their other guys.
I couldn't agree more on that, Dream. Just taking a look at this whole package here, I mean, Golden State is minus 700 now to win the series. Damn. You got to lay $700 just to make $100.
Yeah, so if you got it at $350 on Thursday when Hat was talking about it, then complaining.
Rick Lopez, thank you very much for that. She is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Thank you for sending that picture on Twitter. Oh, he sent me a couple here. Freaky Saturday. There we go, Dream. That's the right speed. All day long. Good morning to everybody. All right, so a couple of things here. Just looking at, obviously, you could get the Cleveland Cavaliers plus 500 to win the series. A couple of props that we'll go into tomorrow as far as, when the series is actually going to end. Who's going to win the series and how many games. You can give, 2 games to, stuff like that. There's a lot of different point spreads and a lot of different propositions as far as the NBA. I failed miserably on LeBron. I was correct about the free throws. He had 6, by the second quarter. And then it slowed down a little bit. He only had 8 for the game. But, we did talk about him having over 6. But the point total fell short, Dream.
It did fall short. And you know what? They played him defensively.
Real good.
Better than I've seen anybody play him. I also think that he was, LeBron James can get frustrated, like most athletes and most good athletes. You can see frustration, but I do believe that he was very frustrated with the rest of the players and how they reacted in this situation. And I think that had something to do with his gameplay, as well as the defense that the Warriors put on him. Changing multiple personnel, and putting different guys on him, different players on him. As far as defense is concerned, Iguodala was on him at one point. I think it had an effect on him, and he couldn't get comfortable in that rhythm. Yeah, he did drive the ball to the hoop when he needed to. I mean, he did get 28 points, but nowhere near the performance that we expected out of him. And then with KD just constantly murdering him.
Oh, my God.
Kane Dizzle just was like going ham, driving to the hoop. I know Kevin Durant's dope. Don't get me wrong. I know he's dope. But I usually don't. His game, the way he played Thursday, I have not seen him play that particular game. I saw a little touch of it in college when he was with Texas, but I really didn't see that with OKC, mostly because of Westbrook. But it was just refreshing to see KD go down like that. I mean, that was a great performance for him.
Oh, big time. Big time. And you know what? He just he was deadly from everywhere on the court.
Everywhere.
I mean, everywhere. You know what I mean? He was hitting threes. He was dunking. He was doing everything, man. And you know what? I got to be honest with you. Well, first things first, I missed it by 2 buckets because it was 31.5 points. He had 28. He had one that was like sitting on the rim that just didn't roll in. This LeBron James I'm talking about. And then a couple of other opportunities where he missed some free throws. That would have been the over in that. But anyway, it didn't work out. I did really, really enjoy, for the small time that it happened, I loved seeing LeBron defend KD. That was dope. That's a great, great matchup. If they could do that again, I think that's going to be a great matchup, moving forward. You know what I'm saying?
I think, well, it's not going to – they're not going to do it. I mean, it's for a full game, they're not going to do it. They're going to end up on each other from time to time, but for the full game, they're not going to do it. They don't want it. I don't think Golden State even wants that. Golden State would rather have somebody else put on them because you don't want to put the pressure on Kevin Durant defensively because you want him on the offensive end. So you throw in a Pachulia or one of the bums, and say, "Hey, go out there and just be a pain, be pesky to LeBron James because you don't want to put Kevin Durant on him."
No, definitely not. Save him for
Golden
somebody
State
else.
doesn't want to do that.
Yep, got it. But great. I mean, they won by 22 points. So, Anyway,
let's move on because I think we covered that pretty much as well as it goes in. Gang, I don't know about you. Did you see the broom floating around that game?
You know what? As a matter of fact, I see a couple of brooms that might be floating around. To be honest with you,
a broom floating around that game. By the way, not to pat anybody's on the back here, but Pat and I were going over the resume yesterday.
Oh yeah, the futures resume going back to
for the futures gang. I mean, I don't know if you're paying attention here, and I know some of you do, and it's cool. And some of you guys think this is just about entertainment, and it is somewhat about entertainment. But the futures have been ridiculous. From the New England Patriots winning the Super Bowl, which I mean that wasn't a big stretch, but still, we talked about it, and you got to put the money in. Talked about University of North Carolina winning a national title in college basketball. I gave that out at the beginning of the tournament.
Yeah.
We talked about Auburn going back and repeating. I lost a little steam with Auburn during the season, but at the beginning of the season, I had talked about Auburn repeating for going to get the national title this season. That came to fruition.
Talking about Alabama.
We'll say that again.
Alabama.
No, Auburn.
Auburn for what?
Football.
Alabama, dude.
What do you mean Alabama? Auburn won.
Auburn won what?
National title.
The national title in football.
Yeah.
Dream. You are you really serious right now?
I'm really serious. Oh, who Alabama won?
Yeah, Saban.
Auburn won the national title this year, Hat.
Dude. Wow. Hat. What are you smoking?
Auburn won the national title this year, Hat.
In football. Are you
Am I wrong?
You are way off. Auburn
beat
sucked
Alabama
last
this
year,
didn't they?
No.
Am I off by a year?
You're off by like multiple years, I think.
No, I'm not.
Son, you can't be serious with that.
I am serious.
Alabama won, and Alabama beat Clemson this year, Dream.
Why am I thinking about Auburn?
No, Clemson. I'm sorry, Clemson beat Alabama. Guys, we sound like complete idiots right now.
I know
I'm like, I just can't even believe. Oh my God, Fast Eddie.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
Clemson is right. Clemson, not Auburn. I'm sorry. Clemson is right. That's what I'm saying. Clemson won the next. That's what I had screwed up. I know Alabama didn't win this year.
No.
My bad. I'm sorry. Clemson. My bad. I'm trying to say to myself, what are you talking about? I'm sorry.
Auburn. I think Auburn was like a 500. I think Auburn was like a 500 team.
I am so sorry. I'm sorry.
8-5 on the year. Auburn 8-5 on the year.
I do for some reason. I do mix up Clemson and Auburn. I'm so sorry, gang.
When you text me that yesterday, I'm like, what's he talking about, Auburn?
Listen, you know what's funny? I'm sitting here wearing the Clemson shirt. Swear to God, I'm sitting right now with the Clemson shirt on because I grabbed it out of the closet just to get on here. Anyway.
Wow. You even have Terrence Mack is like, what the hell, Dream?
Wait, don't try to wow because you were telling me Alabama.
I was telling you Alabama.
Yeah, emphatically, by the way. so please fall back on yourself.
I was closer than you. Alabama was there at least.
Fall back on yourself a little bit.
Oh my lord! Oh my lord! And
that was Alabama won. What are you talking about?
Hey, you know what? Listen, to all the people sending us pictures of gorgeous women, thank you on this Saturday morning. That might be something to kick off a Saturday morning with, Dream, because I got to be honest with you. I mean, the stuff that's coming out here is definitely tickling my fancy. That's for sure. So, yes, Auburn. Dream is back in the day with Killer Cam Newton.
I was back with Killer Cam. You know what? I was back with Killer Cam because whatever. Anyway, I meant Clemson, and we called Clemson at the beginning of the season. I felt awful.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
But we did call them at the beginning of the season. I said I thought that they would repeat. Then Pittsburgh Penguins in hockey.
Yeah, well, you know what? Not so fast with Pittsburgh because you still got some time to go here.
Okay, I'm not going fast. I'm just going over the resume.
Pittsburgh
and Golden State Warriors.
Pittsburgh Penguins minus 500 to win the series right now. Does anybody feel ballsy enough to do a parlay with two sweeps? Pittsburgh plus 350 and Golden State Warriors to sweep. Parlay those two together. What do you think, Dream?
Yes. Oh, the sweep? No.
The sweep? No. You think something happens here? Because it's 475.
I don't know, but anything could happen. You know what I mean? That's why I don't sweep.
The thing is about the Warriors, man, it's just like if KD or Curry gets injured, I mean, they still have a good shot. You know, it's 25-1 if you did that. So $100 better up, $24.87 if that does happen. So it might be something as far as hedge opportunities are concerned. You know, if you get in trouble in one of the games, but that's pretty much it. I might throw that in for a few dollars. But J.R. Smith really played us the other day.
J.R. Smith definitely played us.
Oh, because we had the over 2 3-pointers. He gets the first 3-pointer of the game and then doesn't hit one ever since. Nice way to lose. Guys,
got it right in like it wasn't even
first basket.
2 minutes into the game.
Yeah, right. We got played with that, brother.
I immediately. I'm like, I think we're good.
Yeah, no doubt.
J.R. Smith was non-existent for the rest of the game.
Unbelievable. Unreal. So, do you have any more NBA or hockey before I just touch on what went down in baseball yesterday?
I want to talk about Auburn a minute.
Yeah, we'll go talk about it. Oh, Jesus Christ, kid. Unbelievable.
Pat, please stop because you were all over Alabama. just being typical. Oh, I think Alabama was. Let me just go with Alabama.
Right on. Okay. So, taking a look at the MLB and what's been going on, guys, a couple of things. Dr. Dan will be on tomorrow, by the way, with us. So, and we'll recap a little bit of this. But the Cubs get by the Cardinals during the day yesterday. I laid the run line and lost on that particular play. Lackey pitched well, too. I thought he would. It's just the Cubs aren't not hitting the ball, man.
So, I'm out yesterday. I think I'm in Walmart. I get a text from Hat. Hey, I'm jumping on the Cubs run line. So I almost fall down in the middle of the aisle when I see it because Hat has been adamant that the Cubs stink all season on the program.
I thought Lackey would have a good
saying that
outing.
they're not going to make the World Series. So I'm like, okay, hold on. You think the Cubs stink, but you want to take them on the run line today?
I'm saying the Cubs aren't going to make the playoffs, let alone the World Series.
Right, exactly. Okay, well, so basically you're still saying they stink. So now, at first I was getting ready to get down with it. What are you doing? He doesn't even like what? I'm like, no, go, please stop. So I stopped myself, sending back a text saying, okay, I'm good, I'm not on it. Then he wants to give me one of those, oh, good, now I could really win some money.
Yeah, because you're the black cat.
How'd that work out for you, player?
Dude, it got worse for me, too, because I took the Red Sox after that, and the Red Sox lost. Dude, I got to be honest with you. This Red Sox team I have lost more money with the Red Sox this year than any other team.
I don't. You hate on the Cubs, but you love. You need to go hate on the Red Sox. That Red Sox team, they've been so inconsistent this season.
Brutal.
I mean, I get what you see. I know what you, but because I think you're remembering their bats from last year.
Yeah.
And you're thinking about their pitching that they got this year, but it's like those bats just disappeared.
Of course, man.
Because most of it was, I guess, dude, they need Big Pop.
Yeah, right. Big time. Big time. They need that leadership role there. Giants win big over the Phillies. The Blue Jays. Dude, the Blue Jays are turning it around now.
The Giants scored 10 last night.
Yeah,
How is
man.
that?
That's like their run total for the whole week in one game. So I think that is going to – I think they'll probably lay an egg today, to be honest with you. This Blue Jays team, guys, I mean, they started off, 1-9, something like that? They're only one game under 500 now. They've been playing red hot. And they win by 2 runs over the New York Yankees. Something to take a look at as far as the Blue Jays. Don't be surprised if this team makes a little run here because they still have the firepower to do it. Tigers beat the hell out of the White Sox, the Reds over the Braves. The Pirates finally decide to win big on the day that I don't take them. They beat the New York Metropolitans. D-backs lose to the Marlins. Astros over the Rangers big. The Astros, 23 games over 500, Dream. Best team in baseball.
I know.
Sick. And Dizzle's got them going to the World Series, so that's looking like he's in the driver's seat right now. Dodgers over the Brewers. Royals over the Indians. Nationals beat the hell out of the Athletics. The Twins, surprising everybody, still continue their winning ways. Win by 6 runs over the Angels. Mariners over the Rays. And the Padres over the Rockies. And the Padres seem to be winning some games now all of a sudden. Wow. Hey, man, you know what? It is what it is. I mean, it's baseball, guys. You're going to get, anybody that's a dog player in baseball, they seem to do pretty well. I see a lot of dog tickets on there that are cashing, and especially if you're doing run lines. Got Jackie on here, Dream. Going back and forth with you.
Jackie's got to be heated with me as I've been killing it. Look at her take that garbage off.
Yeah.
She got to be heated with me as I've been killing her because she's a big LeBron James supporter in the Cleveland Cavs. And unfortunately, it's going to be a lot of slow singing and flower bringing with that series.
Dude, you got 2 teams in the MLB right now that have completely taken control over their divisions.
Okay.
The Houston Astros are 12.5 games above the second place LA Angels.
Okay.
And the Nationals are 11 games up over the second place New York Metropolitans.
And I'm shaky on trusting either one of them, especially the Nationals.
Yeah, they're always that team.
The Nationals always play you, all right?
Always.
So don't get excited about that national team. They always play you. Maybe this is their year, but wait and let them do it because don't get excited about them. And it is still very, very early in baseball.
It's
early. Only June, so a lot of things are going to change between now and the end of the season. Plus, 80% of baseball is on the DL. So when the NBA finals get over and 4th of July is over and the All-Star break is over, you'll get 50% of the players back that really want to play.
Yes.
And they'll start their run.
I couldn't agree more on that. Well, you know what? You're already a third of the way through the season. Something to take a look at. Dude, the Cubs are only 5-1 to win the World Series. Damn.
I love how some of the booty guys, though, they never
They never what?
They never get hurt or on the DL. They just, every time you look, they're out pitching again.
Yeah, right.
You're like, dude, why don't you hit the DL for a little bit?
Yeah, like Big Pelf.
Like Big Pelf.
Big Pelf's out there all the time.
Always healthy.
Oh, my God. All right, guys. So, you know what, Dream? I mean, hey, listen, it's a Saturday, and it's time to get down with the MLBs and see what we got. If we got any kind of spots up our sleeve, I got to make a comeback here, man, because yesterday was complete garbage for me.
Well, let's take it from the top.
Yeah, let's take it from the top.
1 o'clock.
All right, hold on.
In Toronto.
Yes.
Yankees, Blue Jays. The Yanks are putting Jordan Montgomery on the mound, 2-4 with a 4.11 ERA. Joe Pagani is going for the Blue Jays, and he is 1-3 with a 3.64 ERA. The Blue Jays 16-13 at home. Yankees are 14-13 on the road.
Scary matchup for me. You got Toronto minus 140 with an under/over of 9. And, you know, when you take a look at this matchup here, guys, statistically on paper, the Yankees are superior in, like, everything. They're putting up 5.5 runs a game. Their defense, team ERA, offensive hits, walks, defensive hits and walks. I mean, they're superior in every single category here. To catch them as a dog in this circumstance might be pretty decent. You know, I like playing run lines, especially when you get a team like the New York Yankees that are definitely, I mean, they could put up a ton of runs on you. You're going to get all 9 at-bats here. They are an underdog, too, which is dope. So I may consider doing both on this game. Okay. I may go New York Yankees to win the game at a plus, where is the Yankees? Plus 127. And then I may do another bet with the run line minus 1.5 at plus 195. So I may do both, because if they win by 1 run, I'm still in the money. If they win by 2 or more, I'm giggling. So I think that's what I'm going to do, Dream. That's what I'm going to get. I'm going to take a shot with the New York Yankees. Just love the way this team is playing and hitting the ball this year. So that's where I'm at. I'm gonna get some stanks.
All right, let's move on to the next game, and I'm interested in this game because Carlos Carrasco is my pitcher in the fantasy league that I'm doing awful, dreadful in.
Yep.
Half of my team is on the DL, and what I love is I get like 2 trade proposals every day, and my team stinks. So guys just want to, and I know guys want to rate me for my guys. You guys, I was born at night, but not last night.
Yeah.
All right. So I know you guys are trying to, everything's all sugar coated, and then there's like one of my best players like in the middle of some crazy banana trade with guys that I never even heard of. So it's like, I'm not going to make any trades this season. I already told you guys that, but you guys keep offering it. Thank you.
No problem.
Stop.
All right. So
anyway. Yep. Carlos Carrasco's going. It's a 2:00 start. Indians, Royals. Royals are putting Jason Hamill on the mound. Hamill's 1-6 with a 6.18 ERA. Been getting kind of blown up this season. Carrasco's 5-2 with a 2.89 ERA. The Cleveland Indians are 11-16 on the road. The Kansas City Royals are 14-13 at home. And I like the Indians, Hat.
Would you say their road record was?
16-11.
16-11 on the road.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Well, when you look at the smart chart here, I mean, they're superior in everything to the Royals. Royals put up nothing, man. 3.43 runs per game. That's got to be one of the lowest scoring offenses in all of baseball here. It's just too high, man. I think the juice is too high, minus 180 for a road team. I just don't like it. I'm going to pass on this game. I don't really care for it. Because even if you laid the run line, it's still minus 110. You're still minus money laying 1.5 runs. No interest for me, brother. I'm going to pass.
Okay.
What you got next?
Next. Little Cubs Cardinals.
Cubs Cardinals. NL Central. Cubs Big winners yesterday, but not big enough. Did not cover the run line. Won by one measly run. Lackey, like I said, had a great outing. I believe he pitched 7 innings with only 2 runs earned. When I look at this one, there's no line yet due to the wind changes at Wrigley Field. 79 degrees and partly cloudy over there, so weather shouldn't be an issue. Just kind of waiting to see what happens with this as far as the wind changes and all that. But I'm actually seeing a line on another source. You get the Cubs minus 160 with an under-over of 8.5. So they did post it. This is another pass game for me. I'm not getting involved in this one.
All right.
Where you at next?
All right, we're going to go Nationals Athletics, and Oakland is playing 4 o'clock in Oakland, and they should be excited because of Golden State, obviously.
Yes.
They're putting Megden on the mound. He's 0-1 with a 13.50 ERA. Joe Ross is going for the Nationals, 2-1 with a 6.18 ERA. Nationals are 18-10 on the road. The Athletics are 15-11 at home. Any thoughts on that particular?
I like Joe Ross.
Yeah, no kidding.
Listen, as crazy as it is, dude, I've actually made money with Joe Ross this year. He gets murdered, but the Nationals put up like 100 runs when he pitches. I don't know if it's just coincidence. I don't know what's going on there. This is happening in Oakland, California, 4:05 Eastern Standard Time. You can get the Nationals at a minus 114. This is the Nationals, who can clearly hit the ball. And you got Megden with a 13.5 ERA. I'm going to go take a shot with the Nationals. I like them on the road today. I like them with the money line and the run line. And if you were to do the run line with the Washington Nationals, it's plus 130, guys. So that's another spot that I'm on. All right? So far it's Nationals-Yankees.
Nationals-Yankees, Natty Yanks. All right, 4:05, San Francisco mound going up against Ben Lively for the Philadelphia Phillies. Cueto's been, I don't know if you want to call it good. 5-4, 4.37 ERA. Giants are 10-19 on the road. Phillies are 10-14 at home. This is kind of a stinker, but I'm just bringing it up because I know you mess with Cueto from time to time. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I was a big fan of him with the Cincinnati Reds. He made me a lot of money over there. But
sure.
Ever since this, he was at the Royals for a minute, then he was with, obviously, the San Francisco Giants. Giants minus 155, under over of 8.5. I've got a pitcher here for the Phillies I know nothing about. So I think I'm going to pass because for a couple of reasons. I think the Giants probably scored their week total worth of runs last night, so they might come out flat today. That's number one. Number two, I don't know anything about this pitcher, so I'm going to pass over this game. I don't like it.
Okay.
All right. Where you at next?
All right, we're going to go next. 4:04. We're going to keep it to 4 o'clock because you got about, for some reason, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 4 o'clock games. So, guys, make sure you got your times down, Pat, as far as the baseball games are concerned.
Right.
Basically running all day, starting at 1, couple kick off at 2, and then they move to the 4 o'clock slot. The next team on the card is going to be the White Sox. White Sox are going up against the Detroit Tigers. This game is at 4:10. The Detroit Tigers are putting Jordan Zimmerman on the mound. He is 4-4 with a 6.47 ERA. Miguel Gonzalez is going for the White Sox, 4-5 with a 4.43 ERA. And the White Sox are 12-18 on the road. The Tigers are 13-10 at home.
All right. So just give me 1 second here. I'm actually checking out some more photos from these guys. Go Fast Eddie said go Auburn.
Wow, Fast Eddie.
Oh, dude.
Hat, come on, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. These guys got me tongue tied here. All right.
Focus.
We got to. Detroit Tigers versus the Chicago White Sox. You know, when you take a look at this, you've got the Detroit Tigers minus 138, under over of 9.5. Clearly the better team here, but you know what? On paper, they're pretty close.
Okay.
You know, the White Sox have been putting up more runs than they have been accustomed to over the last few years. You know, they're definitely putting the runners in scoring position and knocking them in here. So this one can go either way. Weather's not an issue here. You know, Zimmerman has not been great. I got to pass on this one because I just can't. I can't justify taking the White Sox.
All right.
All right.
Rich Hill is on the mound for the Dodgers today. Another 4 o'clock start. Rich Hill is 2-2 with a 4.09 ERA. Going up against Matt Garza, 2-2.98 ERA for the Milwaukee Brewers. This game's, like I said, 4 o'clock. Milwaukee Brewers are 14-16 at home, and the Dodgers 13-14 on the road.
You got a team that's 3 games over 500 in the Milwaukee Brewers. Matt Garza has not been that terrible. I mean, he's got a sub 4 ERA here. Dodgers minus 152. Rich Hill, they're still waiting for him to break out a little bit here. Might not be a bad look to get involved with a home team underdog here. I may consider going with the Milwaukee Brewers on this play, Dream. And at a run line are plus 255. So you can get them plus 143 or with the run line plus 255. I may consider jumping on that. That pays really well. That might be something I'm looking at. So where you at next?
All right. Next, we got the Atlanta Braves against the Cincinnati Reds. Are you interested in that at all, or is that...
No, pass.
Okay. All right. The Colorado Rockies, Dr. Dan's dark horse. The Colorado Rockies today are faced off against the Padres. Another 4 o'clock start. The Padres are putting
Jhoulys Chacin
on the mound. 4-4 with a 5.77 ERA. Tyler Chatwood is going for the Rockies, 4-7 with a 5.04 ERA as well. This game, the Rockies are 19-10 away, and the Padres are 13-14 on at home.
All right, I'm going to go and take an over 7.5 in this game. Okay? Taking a look at both ERAs, I mean, Tyler Chatwood on the road last year was pretty damn good. This year, not so much, and he's got a 4-7 record with a 5.04 ERA. Jhoulys Chacin, 5.77. Okay? When you look at both of these teams offensively, let me just pull it up real quick. Colorado Rockies score over 5 runs a game. I like the Rockies and I like the over. I'm going to take both of those today. I'm probably going to parlay that too, because I think it pays pretty decent money. So that's where I'm at, Dream.
Okay.
Run line plus 150, under over of 7 minus 120. You put those together and that pays, let's see, plus 358 on $100. So I think that's where I'm going to go with that one. Where you at next?
All right, we're going to go Diamondbacks Marlins. The Diamondbacks are 13-15 on the road. The Marlins are 12-16 at home. Marlins basically have been terrible this season. Edison Volquez is on the mound for the Marlins, 1-7 with a 4.44 ERA. Diamondbacks are putting Delgado on the mound. Randall, he's 1-0 with a 3.47 ERA. Do you like the Diamondbacks today?
I do. I do like the
All right.
Diamondbacks today. I'm going to get on them, especially as a dog versus this Marlins team. That just doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. So I'm going to take them on the money line. I'm going to take them on the run line. I got a lot of plays today, man.
Okay,
I'm
I
going
like the
bananas.
Diamondbacks as well. I think I may be getting involved today as I'm getting a little bit itchy, and even though we got the Stanley Cup tonight, which I'm going to get into eventually, but I do like this Diamondback thing because, dude, Marlins stink. 22-31 on this season. They're terrible this year.
They're a really terrible team. So
I understand it's hard to focus in Miami, but damn.
I know. I get it. So we got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games left.
5 games left. Red Sox, Orioles. I know you might be interested in David
No.
as he takes the mound today.
No. You know what? The Red Sox, I think, bit me for the last time last night. I think I'm good with this team. This team, I need to see more out of them. I need to see some better offense out of them, to be honest with you. They have just been bothering the hell out of me. And I've dude, I think I've bet them maybe 5 times or 6 times this year.
Okay.
And I don't think I've won one with them yet.
All right. Battle of Texas is going down as the Astros face off. Andrew Trashner is on the mound for the Texas Texas trainer. But Trash's been good this season.
Yeah.
2 for 4, but his ERA is 2.92, so he's been pretty good this season.
Yes.
The Astros are putting Lance McCullers on the mound. He's 6-1 with a 2.48 ERA. Astros have figured out how to win on the road, gang. They're 19-6 on the road, and they're not really technically on the road as they are playing in Texas, and they're from Houston. The Rangers are 17-11 at home. This game, very interesting.
McCullers has been great. 6-1
Excellent.
with a 2.48 ERA. Houston minus 174 under over of 9.5. Trashner on the bump. I think Houston wins the game, but I'm not going to bet it. I just don't like it. One swing of the bat, it can go either way. So I'm gonna pass on that one. Because you know what, that's a sneaky game where the Houston Astros can lay an egg today, and you're laying a ton of juice for them. So I'm going to stay away from it. What do you got next?
What I have next is the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the New York Metropolitans. The Mets, dude. Well, we know they're decimated with injuries. And
Yes.
then on top of that, they're the Mets. So that all equals just a lot of losing as they are 23-30 on the season, 13-18 at home. Dreadful. Pittsburgh Pirates, 11-17 on the road. They're putting Glasnow on the mound. He's 2-4 with a 6.95 ERA. And the Mets are sending out, Snellman?
Yeah, Giselman.
Snellman at 3-3 with a 5.75 ERA. It seems like you just bet against the Mets in cash.
Well, you know what? I last time Giselman was on the bump, I bet him with the run line, and they won. And it was a stomach ache. I got my last run in the bottom of the 8th inning. It was crazy. I was like, just one more run, please. But and I believe he got walked in as well, Dream. So, looking at this one here, I'm not going to do it twice. The Mets are favored. They have no business being favored versus anybody these days. So I'm going to pass on Citi Field tonight. All right. So 2 more games.
Irvin Santana's taking the mound tonight against his former team, the Anaheim Angels. Santana's with the Minnesota Twins. He's been great this season. 7-2 with a 1.75 ERA. Schumacher, who in the past seasons have made money betting against, is taking the mound for the Angels. 4-3 with a 4.26 ERA. I don't see why you don't like Irvin tonight.
No, I know. He's pitching lights out, and the Twins have been pesky as hell, man. I mean, this team just knows how to win, especially this year. 16-5 on the road.
That looks like a great run line spot for you.
Yeah, I might. I mean, it all depends on how my day goes, if I'm feeling froggy enough. But this Angels team, they can hit the ball, though. I don't know if I really like the game, to be honest with you. So I may probably pass on that one.
Rays Mariners is the last game on the card. I don't know if you're interested
Nah.
on the mound for the Rays.
Nah, that's not really doing it for me, to be honest with you. So
That wraps up the baseball.
Yeah, it does. It does. Wraps up the baseball, and it gives us time to get into the Stanley Cup tonight. Because we got your Pittsburgh Penguins who are playing tonight, and they're playing the Nashville Predators. And what's your thoughts here, brother?
Well, my thoughts are with this game is we watch. This isn't a game you should play unless you're going to play the total. If you're playing the total, I'm actually leaning towards you might be interested tonight because I don't think that tonight you're under 4.5 is a bad idea tonight. I think tonight's game, if you got any game that's going to go under, it's going to be tonight. You've had a lot of scoring so far in both these games previously. Tonight is going to be very pensive, and I do believe that if Nashville is going to win a game, it's going to be this one, and this is probably it. And if Nashville doesn't win this game, I mean, it's no big secret. They're getting swept if they don't win this game because then the Pittsburgh Penguins know they got their heart. They'll beat them the next game too. So if there's going to be a game to win, it's going to be tonight for Nashville. I would look for Forsberg to probably be a little bit more intensified. I would look for the crowd to be absolutely electric. Nashville's been very good as far as their power play kill is concerned. They've been very good defensively. The problem is the Penguins what did you call it? Cumbersome style? I forgot. You had a name for your style of play. We talked about it the other day.
It's unorthodox. It's just
they're unorthodox. They're unorthodox style of play. When you watch the Pittsburgh Penguins play, sometimes you feel like they remind me of the Carolina Panthers. Remember before I used to talk about the Carolina Panthers where it seemed like it was like, playground football? The Penguins kind of have that same effect where it seems like they're just out. It's like go, skate, and just take shots at the goal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just whatever.
You know what I mean? Like there's no set plays. There's no really set offense. I'm being funny because there's definitely some set offense and definitely, but the way that they execute, it's so unorthodox looking, and then they just pummel you with shots on goal, which I think that they took a page out of the Ottawa series where they were looking for the perfect shot and now opted to go for just a plethora of shots.
Any shot.
And that's what they're doing right now.
All right. Yep. So, taking a look at that, I mean, you could pick your poison here. There might be a better I really like the under 4.5s. I mean, it pays over 2-1. It pays plus 215. But if you're, if you don't like that, if you're scared that the game is going to land on 5, you can go under 5 at plus 135. Dream.
Well, I don't do it at all. Listen, I'm doing the. Because you're about this plus money thing now.
Yes.
All of a sudden.
I love it.
Been contaminated by the nation.
Contaminated.
Been contaminated because you and I have been doing this a long time. That's not real. Don't get me wrong. I've adjusted a little bit of my style with those thoughts in mind, but I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid with that. The ultimate for me is winning, and I'm not going to, you're looking at the payout instead of the win. I mean, I'm looking at the win because I'm going to get paid regardless.
I disagree with you, man.
All right.
Because it's been very successful for me. It's just because, and it all started with, getting double-digit underdogs in the NBA. It all started there. Then, then I started doing some money lines, with some of the dogs, and they were cashing. So, that's where I'm at, dude. So, I mean, it's kind of cool. So that's where I'm at, guys, these days. And that's what I've been playing with. So, looking at it, I'm going to probably push the under 4.5 again with this game and get the plus 215. That's where I'm at.
I don't think the under 4.5 is a bad idea. I'm not going to do it personally. I'm going to do the under 5.5. The under 4.5 is not a bad idea, but I do think that tonight's game is going to be very, very tight, very pensive, very physical, a very defensive game. I think that the Predators are probably going to win this game, but in a tight game, it's very hard to beat the Pittsburgh in a tight situation. So, I'm not going to take the Preds because I think Pittsburgh can win this game. So I'm not going to take the Preds. I think that the Preds are going to win this game, but Pittsburgh can win this game. Okay. So that's why I don't like the side. I do like the under. I think it's going to be a defensive game. We've already seen a lot of scoring in the 2 prior games. Obviously, the teams know each other that much better now as you go into game 3. The appropriate adjustments have been made. And Nashville is just a good defensive hockey team. So it all points to the under to me. So I think the under is a great shot.
Okay. And what about an under 5? You got the 5.5 right now.
Yeah, no, I'm taking under 5.5.
Under 5.5?
I don't want to push play. I'm play to win.
You're here to win. I get it. All right.
Play to win.
Sounds good, brother. So that's pretty much it. I really don't have anything else that's up my sleeve. I'm just mesmerized by the photos I've been getting, man. The one. Listen, the ultimate one dream is the one with the red.
Yeah, it is
against the barbell.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yep. Dude, no, I know. Yep, I saw it.
That is just bananas.
I saw it.
Bananas. So. All right, guys, so that's pretty much going to do it for us. We are going to get up out of here. We'll be back tomorrow live on air and rocking and rolling with you. So,
yes, we will. Hopefully, Dr. Dan will be joining us. As far as the baseball hat, I don't know where you are. I'm kind of Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, so let me go through it real quick. I'm going to start my day off properly with the New York Yankees. I'm going to get them on the run line because it absolutely pays crazy. So I'm going to get the New York Yankees Just pulling up the odds right now for you guys so we can discuss it real quick as we break this down. New York Yankees on the run line today is a plus 195. Plus, I'm going to take them on the money line. So if they win by 1, I'm still making money. I'm going to get involved with them. I'm going to get involved with Joe Ross and the Nationals on the run line as well as the money line because it's only minus 114. I'm going to take the Brewers as a home team underdog and on the run line, and that is plus crazy money as far as they're concerned, plus 255 on the run line. I'm going to go down. I'm going to take a shot with the Colorado Rockies and the over parlay. I really, really like that a lot. I'm going to take the D-backs. And then at the end of the night, we can have a conversation about the games, but I'm not in love with any of the 7 o'clocks or the 10 o'clocks. So that's going to do it for me. And then in the hockey, I'm going to be with the under 4.5 with that game.
Okay.
All right.
All right, I want to thank everybody that's retweeted the show. We got Spot Bet, Mo Diggs, Benjamin Rowe, C. Rodriguez Jr., Testosterone Booster, welcome to the party. Terrence Mack, Jamie Wins, welcome to the party as well. JC, Jim Rome is a douche. My boy, what's going on, Jimmy Rome? What's going on? Good to see Urban out there. Good to see Direct Solution, LA Wizkid, Fast Eddie 72. Good to see you all. The incredible Marley Marr, Vegas Girl 92661, Mr. Charlie over at Direct Sports Solutions, CK Wins as well is out there. Cash Action Bets, Rick Lopez, Tiger Clinch, Terrence Mack, OJFB, Sin City Maverick, Jonesy, Deeks Picks, and the Wise Guy. Good to see you guys all. Have a good night. I'm the Dream. Always remember who you're with and make the most of each and every day. And by the way, I forgot to mention, I'm on the under 5.5 in the hockey game, and I like the Arizona time and back to say that's all I'm doing.
Okay. Sounds good, man. Well, I wish you the best of luck with your plays.
Thanks.
Let's
Okay?
just hope that we have like a 1-0 game going into the third period in the hockey game, and let's hope that the Pittsburgh Penguins don't decide to go ham in the third period like they did last game. Guys, enjoy your day, enjoy your weekend. We love you to death. Go out there and get that money. Let's go.